competitive. Spoiler alert, I lost. And as we can see, the losses across the state show that we've got a lot of work to do as a party. And as a candidate, I've seen from the inside and experienced how the Iowa Democratic Party runs elections in this state. And the good news is we do a lot right. There are a lot of successes that we have, but I witnessed time and time again that they're unevenly implemented across the state, especially in the rural districts. So we need to strengthen our county parties. We need to do that by training. And one of the things we've heard mentioned in several of the chair speeches is the importance this year of fundraising. And fundraising is not fun. Some people find it fun. They're very weird. But it's a skill. It's a skill that can be trained, and we need to help our county parties be trained in that. I don't know how many of you have had to do call time, where you get a long list of strangers' names, and you have to call them one after the other, and ask them to give you $500 or however much. And the only thing that's worse than call time is doing call time alone. And so I think after we train them, we should implement a buddy program and some mentoring, not just for fundraising, but for other capacity building things that we need to do across the state. The importance of constituency caucuses has already been mentioned, but I think I've heard time and time again from groups representing minorities. I serve on the board of the Asian Latino Coalition, and I've heard from many other groups as well. They feel like the Iowa Democratic Party calls them up at election time and says, hey, it's time for you to turn out your voters to vote for us. And that's the wrong message to be giving them. It needs to be instead, how can we help you reach your members and bring them into the Democratic Party so they understand that they are a part of the Democratic team. That also speaks to the fact that our grassroots ground game needs to be shifted away from working on an election year cycle to all the time. We need to be on the ground, talking to our neighbors all the time. We should be ABC, always be canvassing. We have these great opportunities at the caucuses where people all over the state come out and spend hours at the caucus. They want to make their voices heard. And then after the caucus is over, they all go home, and we never talk to them again. And then the cycle is repeated next time. We call them up when we need them, we let them go, those names and contacts get flushed down the toilet, and then the next time it comes up, we all have to reinvent the wheel again from scratch. I think that's something that we need to change. Now, the first vice chair role, as a female, I would be the DNC voting member. I think one of the biggest steps that we can take to heal the rift in our party between the Clinton faction and the Sanders faction would be to take the step of voting for a DNC chair who the Sanders people feel supports them. They feel supported by that chair because that would help them understand that they do have a voice in the party and that they are being listened to and that their concerns are being addressed by the party. And then finally, that candidate for DNC chair would also have to support Iowa's first in the nation status. I've seen firsthand the resources that it brings to our state. As a legislative candidate, I have an office to go to. It was 5 minutes down the road from my house. Those are amazing kinds of resources that being first in the nation brings to us, and I would be happy to fight for that at the DNC on your behalf. I'm not running for office in 2018. I feel called to do this because I feel like this is the place where my experience and talent could be best put to use on the broadest stage, helping our party build. So thank you for that, and I ask for your vote for third vice chair.